All right, there we go. We're going to go ahead and get going. So, welcome tonight to our Maximize Your Ketones call. I absolutely love this call. This is something our community does once a week, every Wednesday at 7:30 Central. My name is Melissa Butler, and I'll share a little bit more about me here in a moment and who I am, why I'm on this call with you guys tonight. But I am your host, and I'm going to have several wonderful friends that are going to join me tonight in this process of just sharing with you a little bit more about ketones. They're going to get to share their story with you about what ketones have done for them. And several of these friends are brand new. This will be their very first time to talk on a Zoom. So make sure you give them some love in the chat as we welcome them on tonight. I'm so excited, and I'm proud of these friends for stepping out of their comfort zone and doing this with me tonight. So those of you who are, thank you so much. I appreciate you being on. Like I said, my name is Melissa Butler, and the purpose of this call tonight, guys, is to simply just talk to you a little bit more about ketones. You might be on this call because you have a friend that invited you to learn a little bit more about this incredible drink that they can't stop raving about. You might have seen a post on social media and you raised your hand, and curiosity got the best of you, and you just want to learn a little bit more about it. You might already be drinking ketones. Maybe you're doing a 5-day trial or a 10-day challenge, and you just want to know a little bit more about this and kind of best practices. How can you get the most out of drinking your ketones? How can you get the most energy? Maybe you're looking for fat loss. We're going to talk about specific tips to help you with fat loss if that's your goal tonight. And we're going to talk about some of our other products as well. You're going to hear a lot about our Keto NAT, our main ketones. But I'm also going to share with you a little bit about some of our different support products. We're going to talk about ways to get started with ketones if you have not gotten a chance to get started yet. And we're going to talk about how can you get your ketones at a discount on a regular basis, and how can you even get them free month to month, because you can do that just as a customer. We're going to share about that with you tonight as well. So I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of a heads up of what we'd be covering. Like I said, my name is Melissa Butler. I am here in Roanoke, Texas. I am a mom. I'm 33. I'm a mom of 3 beautiful little girls. It is a wild and crazy and a little bit sassy house. We have a 6-year-old, a 3-year-old, and a 1-year-old. So life is very busy for us, but it's a lot of fun. Their daddy is on full super dad duty right now, getting all 3 girls to bed at the same time and trying to keep them quiet and out of mommy's office so I can be here with you guys tonight. But previous to drinking ketones and sharing ketones, I was actually an elementary school teacher for 5 years, and then an elementary school counselor as well. So education, teachers, that was my world. Absolutely loved it. I was introduced to this product 3 years ago by my amazing mom, Susan. She's on this call tonight. She introduced me to this product at a time in my life as a young mom. My second born was about 8 months
I
old,
am there.
and
That's
I was
me.
in, let's see if I can mute, there we go. And I was in that absolute survival mode. So if any moms or dads are on here and you can relate, I was in that survival mode after baby number 2. She was 8 months old, and I just was not sleeping. I did not have the energy that I needed to get through my workday the way I really wanted to. Being a school counselor was long hours. It was a lot of physical energy that I needed and mental and emotional energy that I was just really lacking. Both my girls were in full-time daycare, and I was coming home from work and doing all the mommy duties by myself while my husband was working a very taxing job. So I was just in that absolute survival mode, and I came home wanting to crash every day. Couldn't take off the baby weight, as many mommies can probably relate to. And I was feeling very stuck and lacking confidence in myself. So my mom reached out to me, introduced me to this product, and I started drinking it. And within a couple days, I noticed a huge shift in my energy. I noticed a huge shift in my overall mood, and just how I was able to show up for my kids. The joy that I felt throughout the day just completely shifted. It was incredible. And I was, over time, able to take off some of that baby weight. It lost about 25 pounds in the first 2 months drinking ketones. So that is why I'm so passionate about this product. It's why I love to talk about it, love to share about it with others. And you are going to get to hear some amazing stories tonight. But before I get into all those stories, I would really love to talk to you a little bit about what are ketones? What exactly is inside this packet that you see your friend sharing about, talking with you about, and why is it so fantastic? So I want to go into a little bit of the science. I love the science, but I won't nerd out too much on that for you guys tonight. But I would like to share with you a little bit about how it works in your body and what it does. So one thing I'd like to do is over in the chat, if you would share what is your experience with keto or ketones? If you have been drinking ketones, how long, and what is maybe your favorite benefit? If you're brand new, let me know if you've heard of the keto diet or you're familiar with ketosis. I would love to hear that. That always kind of helps me gauge who I'm talking to and how much detail to go into. So um, most people have at least heard about keto. It's probably the #1 health word Googled on the internet today is keto or ketogenic diet. And for good reason. It's incredible what being in ketosis can do for your body. So we're going to talk a little bit about what that is. So typically, in order to get your body into a state of ketosis, you have to either do a very strict keto or ketogenic diet, or you have to fast for a significant period of time. And basically, what you're doing is you're eating very, very low carb. So it's very low carb, it's kind of moderate protein and high fat. And when you're doing that, what's happening is you're starving your brain of glucose or sugar. And when you starve your brain of glucose or sugar, your survival mechanism kicks in and it causes your body to burn body fat and convert that body fat in the liver into ketones, which is also beta hydroxybutyrate. That sounds like a big fancy science word, but that's what it is. So it converts fat to ketones in your liver, and those ketones are actually a fuel for your brain. So your brain is starving from sugar and it needs a fuel source, and ketones are that fuel. And so when your brain has ketones, it's actually a preferred fuel source. If it has ketones or sugar, it's actually going to choose ketones every time. And so when your body's running on ketones, you experience this incredible energy from the inside out, and not caffeine energy, coffee energy, monster energy. This is a completely different type of energy. Every cell in your body is getting more oxygen. Your brain is just lit up, and it's amazing. So you get energy, you get mental clarity, you get more focus. It actually helps to lift your mood and stabilize your mood. It can help with better digestion, can help with actually getting deeper sleep. And that sounds kind of funny because you're saying energy and deeper sleep at the same time, but it's true. Better energy during the day and deeper REM cycle sleep at night. It also helps to curb your appetite and get rid of cravings. When your brain has this long lasting fuel source, it actually doesn't crash. And so you are able to control your cravings, helps you to not eat as much. It's just absolutely amazing. So all these benefits because your brain has ketones. Elevated ketones is what we call ketosis. So when someone's doing a strict keto diet, they might test their urine or their blood to see if they have ketone bodies present. And that's how they're measuring whether or not their brain is being fueled by ketones. So the really cool thing about this is all the benefits. The really difficult thing is that the keto diet is hard. It's hard to maintain long term. Some people can do everything right, counting their macros, eating the right foods, and sometimes they still can't achieve ketosis, maybe because of stress or because they're not getting enough sleep. There's so many different factors that can cause your body to struggle to produce its own endogenous ketones. So what's amazing is 5.5 years ago, Pruvit was able to bring exogenous ketones to the market. And basically what that means is it's beta hydroxybutyrate, that fancy word again. So it's exogenous pure therapeutic ketones that are bioidentical to what your body can actually produce itself. So you can drink these exact same ketones and elevate your blood ketone levels, putting your body into a state of ketosis. Basically what you do is you take this beautiful little packet of fancy powder and you pour it into a shaker cup of water. I drink mine in about 20 ounces. You can do it anywhere from 8 to 25 ounces, whatever works best for you. I pour it into my shaker cup. I shake it up really well so it dissolves, and I drink it within about 15 to 30 minutes. And within 1 hour of drinking it, if I were to test my blood or my urine, I would have elevated ketone levels showing that I'm in a state of ketosis. And I can feel it when I drink it. And I'm sure many people who do drink their ketones consistently could tell you the same thing. You can feel the difference almost within an hour in your mood, in your energy, in all of those different ways. It's amazing. So I don't technically test mine anymore because I can just feel it when I'm in ketosis. But you can drink this and within an hour be in that incredible state and have that incredible energy. And so that is why we're so excited and passionate and excited to share with you tonight about this product, because so many people struggle with a long-term diet. They struggle with being able to consistently keep their body in ketosis. And with this, you don't have to struggle. You can choose to do a strict keto diet. That's amazing. This is going to assist you in that. It's going to ensure you're in ketosis. But about 90% of people who drink our ketones actually don't eat a strict keto diet. Many people allow this to be a tool and a fuel source to help them eat more low carb, to help them stick to just healthier choices, to omit the bread and the sugar and the candy and the chips and the crackers and those kinds of things. So they use it as a tool source to lead a healthier low carb lifestyle. And that's going to be ideal. We're going to talk a little bit later about really drinking ketones for fat loss. And that's going to be ideal when you're trying to drink for fat loss. Can you just add this into what you're already doing and experience benefits? Absolutely. People do it all the time. And so wherever you fall on that scale, good, better, best, this can be an incredible fuel source for you and it can benefit you. So that's a little bit about what ketones are, the science behind them. If you have questions throughout this, please feel free to ask them in the chat. I'd be happy to answer those. I'll try to catch them as we're going through. But that's kind of a little bit of an overview about how ketones work and what the main benefits are. So what I would like to do is I'd like to introduce you to a few people who can kind of share their story, and all their stories are a little bit different and the experience they've had is a little bit different. And I think that's really powerful. So we're going to start with my sweet friend, Lindy. She has been drinking ketones consistently for a little over a month. Our daughters take ballet together, so it's been really fun to get to know her. And she has a really interesting story because I'll let her share most of it. But she has been working on herself for a really long time. I mean, this girl works out, she eats right most of the time, and she has just kind of dealt with different struggles along the way. So I'm going to let her kind of share what it was like for her before she started drinking ketones. And then since she's added that in, what difference it has made. So Lindy, if you want to come off mute, we'd love to hear a little bit about your story.
Hey, thanks for the introduction. So my name is Lindy and I live in Hazlet, Texas, not far from Melissa. And so, yeah, like Melissa said, before I started drinking ketones, I felt like I was already eating pretty healthy. I work out consistently 3 days a week, and I felt like I would just try so hard. But I still was not seeing the scale really budge. I was going to, I still go to our local sports nutrition store, and they have what's called an in-body machine that measures your fat percentage and muscle mass. And I would just weigh in once a week for accountability, just to keep measuring my progress. And it might fluctuate a little bit, but nothing really changed. And I felt frustrated. And I just really felt frustrated and at a loss and just not sure what to do, because I had tried various diets, but as a busy mom, I mean, it's what working or not, or, whatever you do, it is hard, like Melissa said, to keep up with something consistently. And I would do my Fitness Pal and like track all my macros, and oh my goodness, like I don't have time for that. So yeah, when I found out about ketones, and saw a lot of Melissa's posts, I was like, normally I am not one to jump into stuff like this, and just really quick to say no or raise an eyebrow. But she talked about samples, and I was like, okay, sure, I can try some samples. And I went on and did the 10-day challenge. And it was during the 10-day challenge, right around that day 3, that I was kind of in, not to get too personal, but I was kind of in like my PMS time. And normally I really, really struggle with like biting everybody's heads off. And I remember just walking into the kitchen to cook breakfast and like singing and dancing, and I was happy. And I was like, who is this person? This is not me. So that was really awesome to experience that result, just shifting in my mood. Also, I have noticed I have had more strength and energy to work harder at my workouts. My cravings have definitely changed. Like I said, before ketones, I felt like I ate pretty well, but then actually 2 days ago, I noticed that I didn't crave any sweet. Like normally I would want even something healthy sweet after a meal, and none of that. And so in 1 month of consistently drinking ketones, I have lost 7 pounds of fat and gained 4 pounds of muscle. And I'm feeling great. So
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it so much. And your story is so awesome. I love too that you go to the nutrition shop and you're able to actually see. You're able to actually see what percentage of your loss is fat, how much muscle have you gained. I think that just speaks volumes. And so I didn't get to really touch on that before, but I love that you mentioned that your body's actually able to preserve muscle and burn fat. So I love that this is a tool that you could add in to actually start seeing progress and start getting your confidence back. I love your story about singing with your kids because that's me, the singing and the dancing. It's just fun as a mom to show up that way for your family. You just feel good about it. And so I love that it's brought that light back for you. That's so awesome. Thank you also for mentioning the 10-day challenge. It's something I did want to cover is that that's a fantastic way to get started with ketones. This is how Lindy got started. It is a 10-day drink ketones challenge. So this is kind of like a great way to sample things. It has 5 different flavors in it. It's basically like a mixed box of our product. So it has 5 different flavors of our Keto NAT. Half of them are charged with caffeine, equal to about 1 cup of coffee, and half of them are caffeine free. So the idea is to simply add this in to whatever you're already doing, right? So drink 1 charged in the morning, 1 in the afternoon or the evening, and just see the difference it can make for you. See if you feel that enhancement in your mood. See if you see that energy, that appetite control. And you might even experience fat loss. Your clothes might fit different after your 10-day challenge. If they don't, that's okay. Remember, your body is shifting to using a new fuel source. Ketones are not just a weight loss supplement. Really, they're not a weight loss supplement. They're not designed that way. But fat loss is an amazing bonus and an amazing benefit of your body being fueled in such an awesome way. So the 10-day drink ketones challenge is just a great place to start. This is $99 for a brand new customer. So you get in at a little bit more than 22% off. It unlocks that discount for you for 2 weeks after you purchase it. So you might start drinking it and go, ooh, I love that heart tart flavor. That is my jam. I want to drink this every day. I love it. You can log back in and you can actually get a box of that 22% off because you purchased a 10-day drink ketones challenge. So this is a fantastic way to start. And I'm so glad that you shared that, Lindy. So thank you. I want to introduce to you another sweet friend. Her name is Carmina, and she's out on the West Coast, so it's a little earlier for her. She's been drinking ketones for about 6 months, and she has just an amazing story, amazing story. So Carmina, I'm gonna let you come off mute and share a little bit about what it was like for you before, and then what ketones have done for you since you started drinking them.
Okay, well, hi, my name is Carmina. I'm 47 years old. I live in California. Well, I have never been skinny by any means. Always struggle, all the diets, Weight Watchers, you name it, I did it. So it started like during the pandemic that I started, my legs were hurting. I always was tired, and the perfect excuse, you have to be indoors. So, let's just indulge and eat. But then I started feeling like bad about myself. So, I started looking at TikToks, and then I see a lot of people promoting, ketones, and I keep thinking, can that be true? So I think I looked at them for like 3 months. And then at that point, I thought, what do I have to lose? Let's give it a try. So I bought the 10-day challenge. I start drinking them. And the first 3 days, I was like, this is not working. I'm tired. I wanted to take a nap. The 4th day, I noticed like, I feel better today. I didn't take a nap. The 5th day, I was feeling really good. So then I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to give myself 2 months and see how am I doing. And then I placed my order. Well, I'm never going back. That for me, that's been amazing. I was walking a little bit. I started walking with my dog, half a mile, 1 mile. Now I walk 5 miles, sometimes 6 times a week. I go hiking. And that's my thing now. Like every morning I drink my ketones at 7:30, 9 o'clock, I'm out the door. That's what I do. I have a daughter in college, a 14-year-old and a 12-year-old. When my daughter came, I started drinking them in August. So my daughter came home in November and she said, Mom, don't get mad, but I noticed that you're always in a good mood now. I'm like, really? I thought it was really cool that she said that. I was like, no, what am I going to get mad? I started noticing myself that I was feeling pretty good. Like I feel happy. I feel cheery, you know, like kind of like, you know, Lizzie said, I feel like singing by myself, smiling by myself sometimes. It has not been like a straight drop weight every single month. 1 month I lost half a pound, but I feel good. So I keep thinking, I just need to keep doing what I'm doing. Something's got to give. Either I give up or I start losing weight. Sure enough, the next month I lost 12 pounds, which I was surprised. Following month, half a pound. I'm like, okay, let's just keep going. Next month, 6 pounds. So up to this point, I lost 60 pounds. I feel great. I want for all my friends to know about this because I just want for them to feel how I feel. Not too long ago, my youngest one said, Mom, she goes, you don't look like you. I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, you look so young. You cannot be my mom. That was like another compliment. She goes, you look so different. Another thing that I can say, I tried my wedding dress. I've been married for 23 years. And I think that was like awesome for me. Like, oh my God, I fit on my wedding dress. And now I'm even 10 pounds lighter than when I try it on. So I decided to become a promoter because, like I said, I just want for everybody to feel how I feel. I just hope that, you know, whoever hasn't tried them yet, you decide to jump, give yourself a chance. Give yourself a chance. We deserve that. I think we all deserve to feel better. And if we get a little help, you know, there's nothing wrong with that. So I am here for the long run.
I love that. Thank you so much. I could not stop smiling. Like your story, it's so fun and it's so exciting to get to watch your journey. One thing I love about what you said, and someone even said it in the chat, was your perspective, right? You told yourself, I feel good. I know this is doing something right in my body, and I'm going to stick it out, even through those months where you were plateauing, where maybe you lost only half a pound or a pound, and then the next month 12, and then a half a pound, and then the next month more. And look at you now, 6 months later, 60 pounds down, because you made a commitment to yourself to allow this to be a tool to help you. And it's just amazing.
And we all want to see like the number of the scale get lower and lower, but it's not about the scale. It's about how we feel. It's about how our genes fit, because genes don't lie to us. You know, I mean, they're our best friends or our worst enemy. We like it or not. I just think that we just need to keep, if we feel good, let's just keep going. You know, we didn't gain 20 pounds in a month. So let's just, you know, you just need to keep looking forward and thinking like, I can do this. And I've been telling my friends, you know, if I did it, you can do it. Mm-hmm. So, you know, I'm very happy, really, really happy. And I feel like the best ever.
That's fantastic. Awesome. Thank you so much for coming on here and sharing your story. Amazing. I love hearing that. So congratulations. Y'all give her a big congratulations on 60 pounds in the chat. That is awesome. So proud of you. And the other thing I want to say is, you know, like we said before, it's not designed to be a weight loss supplement, but that is an amazing benefit of it. And you heard her say she had the energy to get up and start walking. She started with a half a mile walk with her dog and has worked up to walking 5 miles 6 days a week and hiking. What a better lifestyle you've been able to choose because you chose a better fuel source. And I love that. So many people do come into drinking ketones, though. Maybe they're not looking for fat loss. Maybe they're looking for some of those other benefits. I have one more friend that he's going to share his story real quick. And he is brand new to drinking ketones just in the last couple of weeks. And he has experienced some really neat things as well, neat benefits. So John, if you want to come off mute, we'd love to hear your story real quick.
Okay. My name is John Boehner. I'm from Ankeny, Iowa, and introduced to ketones about 3 weeks ago. I actually went through August 18th. I had a bariatric surgery. So I had weight reduction done. I have lost 107 pounds now through the surgery. The ketones weren't for me for losing weight because I have that tool, but it was even though I gained a little bit of energy back, I worked 10-hour days, 11-hour days. I come home, I would go to sleep right away. I was taking a nap, getting up, and then being able to sleep another 8 hours because I was tired. Started taking the ketones and found that the energy that I got the very second day, I guess it was was phenomenal. I work with my hands. I'm putting equipment together. So it's physical work. Did these 11-hour days, came home and walked 2-3 miles after that. Didn't even think about taking a nap. And that's how it's been. It's not like, oh, it's 2 o'clock, it's 3 o'clock, that dump's coming, I'm going to get really tired, I need a cup of coffee or I need an energy drink. It was, no, you know what, I'm going. I've worked till 5:30, come home and still have the energy to either take the dog for a walk for a couple miles, go with my girlfriend and go for a long walk. So it's been really good with the energy. That and the brain fog that everybody talked about, I was like, I don't think that's really true. But again, just being able to, you work with your hands, you're putting things together, you have to do it in sequences. There's days where I would grab the wrong tool, the wrong wrench, the wrong piece of equipment that I needed. Since I've been on ketones, it has been like my supervisors and the guys that work around me all notice. They're like, wow, you got a new routine or what? Because you're really starting to move a lot faster. And it's just that brain fog is gone, which then I noticed at night when I'm sleeping, I had problems because just couldn't go to sleep. I lay there and think, oh, what do I have to do tomorrow? What didn't I do today that I have to do tomorrow? What is my weekend going to be booked with something to do now? The last 2 weeks, I've noticed that I go to bed and not even on time anymore. I've been up later than I normally have, but I lay my head on that pillow. Within, I'd say 5-10 minutes, I'm doing that I'm asleep thing. I just got to close my eyes. I'm asleep. Eyes don't wake up again until the alarm goes off. Get my ketones in that morning and I'm good to go for another 12, 15 hours. So that's the 3 that I've gotten out of it. And that energy, it's the best, because without having to have a pot or 2 of coffee instead of a cup or 2 to get you through that day, you're 16 to 20 ounces of ketones and I'm ready to go.
That is so awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, John. We appreciate you sharing your story. And I love the fact that you talked a little bit about the sleep. I think that's probably one of the benefits of ketones that we really don't talk about that much. But if I really think about it, it's been instrumental for me as a mom to get deeper sleep when I do sleep and just wake up like rejuvenated and rested and ready to tackle my day. So I love that you shared about that. I know that's a benefit that many people do experience and do enjoy. And so your journey's just going to keep getting better. So just wait. That is one beautiful thing about drinking ketones, is that the longer you drink ketones, your body actually gets better and better at utilizing them. Your body gets more and more used to being adjusted to being in ketosis. So you get more and more out of it. So just get ready. It's just going to keep getting better for you and Lindy, who are just kind of starting your journey. I can't wait to see where you are in like 3 months, 6 months. It's going to be really fun. So thank you so much for hopping on tonight. A couple of things that I'd like to do. I want to honor your time and I don't want us to go too long tonight, but I want to share with you a little bit about a couple of our other products, and I'll breeze through this pretty quick. And I want to talk to you about how can you get your product at a discount every month, and how can you even get it free? Because that's super important. How many people on here like free? Type free in the comments if you like free, because I love free. I think free ketones taste better. So we're going to talk about how you can get them free as well. So we talked a little bit about the 10-day Drink Ketones Challenge. That's going to come with 5 different flavors of our Keto NAT. This is our main drink. If you are wanting to experience the benefit of ketones, you should be drinking ketones at least 1 to 2 times a day. I got started with drinking it just once a day. That worked out really well for me. Started getting it free and I upped it to 2 times a day. And drinking it 2 times a day is optimal. You just experience more energy, experience being in ketosis longer, better appetite control, things of that nature. So 1 is great, 2 is even better. And you can get started with that 10-day Drink Ketones Challenge to start drinking it twice a day. Or if you want to, you can even stretch that out over 20 days if that works better for you. We do also have an amazing March Madness sale going on right now. So if you already know, ooh, that strawberry peach, that sounds good to me, and that lime thyme, those are the 2 flavors I want. I don't need the variety. You can actually spend $150 and automatically save 22% as well. So that's a great way to grab 2 boxes, get 40 servings, enough to drink it once a day for a month, twice a day, 10 of those days. And that'll really carry you through and give you a good idea of what it can do for you. A couple of the other things I want to touch on really quick is that when you are drinking ketones, it's extremely important to stay hydrated. It's important to drink plenty of water. Your body actually needs a little bit more water to process the ketones. You are going to be flushing out and detoxing a little bit, so you want to replenish your electrolytes. So one of our products that we do have is called Mitoplex. I drink this every single day. And to call this just electrolytes is kind of doing it a disservice. It's so much more than just electrolytes. But this is going to help you to stay hydrated. It's also, it also has vitamin D in it. It has creatine in it, which helps with muscle, as well as something called Mito P2Q, which helps with your mitochondria production. So even more of an energy boost, even more muscle preservation. So this is wonderful to add in to make sure that you're keeping yourself hydrated, that you're feeling really good while drinking your ketones. So you can add this right in with your ketones, or you can drink it separately in water. The flavored ones taste awesome. They come in lime, lemon, and orange, and all a variety in one box. So I love the Mitoplex. One of the other products I really love is our Keto Pro. This is our ketone infused protein. So this does put your body into a state of ketosis, but it also has a good amount of protein in it. So this really helps with keeping you satisfied. It helps with appetite control. It also is great for muscle recovery. So if you do work out or you run, this is great to drink after a workout. It's great as an evening drink to kind of cut your sweet tooth. I love this mixed up with like unsweet almond milk, coconut milk, macadamia milk. It makes a really great milkshake, and it comes in all kinds of sweet flavors. This is banana cream, comes with dark chocolate, chocolate swirl, orange dream, so many good options. So that's one of our fun support products as well. We also have something called Keto Up, and I'm really sad that I'm out of it. I wish I could show one to you tonight. If anybody on here has a Keto Up and you want to hold it up on the screen, you can. Oh, there's Stephanie. Look at Stephanie Pennington. She's got one. It is a can of our instant ketosis ketones, basically. So it's carbonated. It's an on-the-go beverage. It's really going to help you get in ketosis really quick. So if any of you are energy drinkers or you drink a lot of coffee, that might be your go-to. It's great as a support product in the afternoon when you need that lift. And like I said, it's our free cell technology. So it puts you in ketosis really quick and you get that boost of energy, and it comes in a lot of awesome flavors as well. So that's another one of our great support products. And then I would like to share with you now about how can you get your product at a discount every month. When you go to place an order, whether it's a 10-day challenge or it's a box of ketones, you're going to have the option to choose what's called subscribe and save. Basically what that's going to do is it's going to set up your Smart Ship. Smart Ship is our auto ship program. How many of you have heard of auto ship programs, but they lock you in and they're really scary? That's me. I'm always like, nope, I don't need the auto ship. I don't need you auto drafting my account. But let me tell you why our Smart Ship program is different. Number one, you're never locked in. So you can log in and click cancel at any time and you're done. Okay. So you can cancel it. It is super flexible. You can add as much product to it as you want or as little product to it as you want. It's completely run by you. So it's very flexible and it doesn't cost anything. So you can set up your Smart Ship and you can get 22% off of your product every single month. In addition to that, every 3 months, you're going to earn a free box of product just for being a loyal customer. So that you're going to earn that free box of product and it's going to ship with your next month's shipment. It's always a fun like mystery. What are you going to get? Sometimes I've gotten 10-day drink ketones challenges. Sometimes I've gotten, boxes of my favorite flavors. I've also gotten this amazing gusset bag of ketones, which is 25 servings in a bag, which is awesome, completely for free and just for being on Smart Ship for 3 consecutive months. So that's a great benefit as well. And then my favorite benefit of being on Smart Ship is that it makes you eligible for our customer free product program. Customer. You do not have to be a promoter. You do not have to post on social media and share, okay, in order to get free product. Now, you might want to do those things in order to refer some friends, which is great, but you can get free product just as a customer. So if you're on Smart Ship and you talk to your mom because you think, oh my gosh, my mom needs these ketones, and then your coworker at work like John says, what are you doing? You're on a completely different level, and you share ketones with that person, and both of those people choose to do Smart Ship when they place their order, you're going to start getting free product every single month. And as long as they stay on Smart Ship, you're going to continue to get free product every single month. You always get the average of their 2 orders in what's called Pruvit bucks, and those apply to your order, making it free. Sometimes it covers a box, sometimes it covers 2 boxes. It just depends on how many Pruvit bucks you earn. But you can start getting free product just by sharing this with people that you care about, just by talking to them about it. And guess what? You do not have to be an expert. That's what you have your friend for that introduced you to ketones. You can say, hey, let me introduce you to my friend. She can tell you a little bit more details, and then they can order under your link, helping you get your product free. So it's really amazing. I love free ketones. I've been drinking them since my 2nd month on the product over 3 years ago. And that's an amazing benefit that our company has for you as well. Now, if you're sitting here and you're thinking to yourself, okay, I could definitely share this with 2 people, but I'm sitting here thinking about 3, 4, 5 people that really need this product in their life, then you might want to consider becoming a promoter. If you have an entrepreneurial mindset, or you're thinking, I could share this with more than 2 people, then you might want to consider that. And that's something that in a few minutes, we're going to switch gears and we're going to switch over to our what's called our brand builder call. And we're going to talk a little bit about what does it look like to be a promoter? What does it look like to be part of our amazing community? One of the coolest things about that is you can make it as much or as little as you want. There's no minimums you have to hit, nothing like that. It's an awesome opportunity. So if you think I definitely can share this with at least 2 people and get my product free, but I might want to share it with more, and I might want to build a business doing this, then we would love to welcome you to our next portion of the call, where we're going to talk a little bit more about what it means to be a brand builder with us and join our community here with Pruvit. So I hope that this was very helpful for you tonight. If you hopped on just to hear a little bit about what our product is, what it does, how you can get the most out of drinking it, I hope that was helpful. We are going to go ahead and switch gears, but don't leave. If you'd like to stick around, I'd love for you to stay. I have another wonderful friend who's going to be sharing her story. And this next portion is going to take about 15 to 20 minutes. So what I'm going to do is click stop on the recording, and then I'm going to click start again. And we're going to get started again. And I'm going to talk to you a little bit more about what it looks like if you'd like to join our community and join our team as a promoter.